God. Control, this is Delta. We have a Berserker in the vicinity. Please advise.
Hold your fire, Delta. Standard weapons won't work. Do you still have the Hammer of Dawn?
Affirmative, Control.
You've only got minutes of satellite coverage. Get her outside and use the hammer. That's the only thing that'll work.
Wilco, Delta out.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm bored. COVID made me bored, and today I am back playing Gears of War, the board game. I already posted a video, my first video on Gears of War, the board game, to go over sort of the gameplay, mechanics. I went through the Emergence mission, and it didn't go too well. Not the way I hoped for. I'm hoping that this will be a better run. I am playing the next mission, which is China Shop, and we are faced with the Berserker, the crazy, maniacal Berserker who cannot be killed by conventional means, and our goal is to lead him to the outdoors where we have a short window of opportunity to grab the Hammer of Dawn and hopefully cook him like turkey. So I decided to do something different this time with my setup. I don't have sort of that overview of the gameplay area. I have the mission deck and cards off to the side. I thought I would just focus in right on the gameplay so that you have a really good view of it rather than sort of that top-down view. And for the dice rolls, I'll hopefully have that in some kind of overlay for you guys. And as we explore the missions, I may have to change the setup, but for the beginning one, I grabbed the necessary mission card, which is right here, and we've got some special rules. We've got the Wretch, Drone, and Berserker as our enemies, and anytime, some special rules for this is anytime it refers to spawning a enemy from the C deck, because there's only one Berserker, we would be pulling drones and or wretches, depending on what the remaining pool is. I've got all the tiles out. I shuffled for the first level. I shuffled the 3 tiles. I randomly drew them, and it came out in this order. We do have this particular tile here, which does have a special equipment ability, which is ammunition. You can pick up additional 3 ammo for any of your weapons. And I've got the mission board off to the side. I've got my order cards and whatnot off to the side. But I do have the players. I'm playing Marcus and Dom again. Hopefully they will do a little bit better. And Dom is equipped with his Nasher shotgun and his snub pistol and the bolo grenade with the respective number of ammo tokens and grenade tokens. Marcus has his Lancer assault rifle, snub pistol, and bolo grenade with as well also his beginning ammo tokens as well. So if you recall, Marcus does have a special ability, which is he has a maximum hand size of 7, and during his using his Lancer constant ability, which is the chainsaw, he can roll 1 additional dice. And for Dom, we've got his special ability, which is he can move up to 1 additional area when you resolve an order card, and that movement can be done anytime before or after the action on the card. So a little bit of flexibility there. I've got my dice off to the side. I've got everything ready to go. So the special rule for this is that the Berserker starts in the same area as our cogs, and as you can see, he is up close and personal. The Berserker cannot be damaged by regular gunfire. Only the Hammer of Dawn can damage him, and after that, you've basically, fried his exterior armor, and he is susceptible to regular damage from regular weapons. A special rule for the Berserker is, I've got his enemy card here. On his attack, if he rolls the Omen, the defending players would take wounds as random cards. So normally I would choose which cards I want to discard, but in this case I'd have to do it randomly. As well as any time a cog makes an attack, and even with the Lancer, it's basically making sound. The Berserker is effectively blind, but has heightened senses of sound and smell. He will move towards the area of that sound whenever it happens. And the result of that sound could be from gunfire, the chainsaw, or a bolo grenade. And in this mission, you can use your bolo grenade to attack, I guess, empty spaces so that you're drawing the Berserker there. And it's very thematic because that's what you do in the video game as well. And it says, if unwounded, this figure can only be dealt wounds by the Hammer of Dawn. So the Hammer of Dawn would issue the first wound, and then your future wounds after that, you can use regular weapons. We've got our drone, which when he rolls a omen, he heals the figure. Oh, sorry, just to go back on the Berserker, you'll see his defense dice is 3, his health threshold is 7 at the beginning, and he has a special threshold marker, which I think I forgot to bring out, so I'll get that. And his attack dice roll is a whopping 5, so not fun. And we've also got our Wretch, which is when they roll the omen during their attack, they can spawn another Wretch at the nearest Emergence hole entrance. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I grab the wound marker for our Berserker. Sorry about that. For some reason I forgot to set that up. And we're going to start with this mission, and hopefully I'll have better luck this time when it comes to my dice rolls. So I've also got my wound markers off to the side. So I'm going to draw my order cards. You can't see it, but I'm drawing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got the 7 for Marcus, and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Dom. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Marcus, and I've got my order cards ready. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and I forgot, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but as we do our attacks, the sound that we make, if we make any attacks, the Berserker will move forward. And once the Berserker enters the map exit, or the map exit of the level that you're on, it'll automatically unlock the next level for you to explore. So our goal is to try to lead them there, so we're trying to lead them to the outside, just like in the video game. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to discard this card, the Assault card, to move up to 3 areas and perform 1 attack, which is what I want to do. I want to attack that drone. At the same time, Dom is going to discard this order card so that he can follow. So he's going to discard Pummel, and he's going to follow me right in here. And Marcus is going to do his attack, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to discard 1 ammo token. It's probably a little unwise, but I'm going to do it anyways. I really want to guarantee this kill. 4 attack dice to 1 defense, and 1, 2, 3. The drone is dead, and he drops... Oops, he drops nothing. Berserker moves in 1 area. That ends Marcus's turn, so we draw a Locus Activation card. It is the Wretch. There is 1 Wretch in play, which means it will move towards the nearest cog figure. Each Wretch then attacks the most wounded cog figure in its area. So it's going to move in 2 areas. Oh, 2 areas. Let's see. 1, 2. So let's see here. According to this, Marcus and Dom are not in cover, and we have line of sight, but he's behind cover, so we're going to move him 1, 2. Oh, that's okay. So we don't have to do a reaction and attack there. 1, 2, nobody in this area. That's it. Now it's Dom's turn. He draws a card, and okay, let's do this one. We're going to move up to 3 areas and perform 1 attack against a figure in your area with +1 die, or 1 attack die. And we're also going to have Marcus discard... We'll have him discard this one, Blind Fire, to follow. So Dom is moving up to 3 areas. 1, 2, 3. We'll put him right here. We'll put Marcus beside him, not in cover. And Dom gets to do an attack. We are going to do attack with our Gnasher. We're not going to spend an ammo token, so it's 2 attack dice to 1 defense. And I get Double the amount of wounds on all other attack dice, limit once per attack, and I have no other wounds on my attack dice, so it was an empty shot, unfortunately. But because of that, Berserker moves in 1. Actually, he's right adjacent, so he moves right here. Okay, so now order card. Berserker. If all cogs figures are 3 or more movement away, 1, 2, and they are not, otherwise move 1 area toward the nearest cog figure, then the Berserker attacks each figure in its area. So it's going to move in 1, and it's going to end up right there. All right. So now it is Marcus's turn. He's going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to perform 1 attack and move up to 3 areas. So we're doing advance. We're discarding that. So we're going to perform our attack and on this drone, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to chainsaw him. So instead of attack, I roll for a chainsaw. Yes, and I get it. So, and he's like sawed in half, and he drops a hammer burst. And before I move, I'm going to drop another card. I will drop this card out to pick up the hammer burst, which is great. I need some more weapons, and it comes with 2 ammo. And before I move, Dom is going to drop his dig in card so that he can follow Marcus 3 spaces. So 1, 2, we're going to do here. And then before that, I think this will be a little risky. And I don't know who should do it. Should it be Marcus or Dom? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it as is. Because this is a special activation. I can pick up some more ammo. I think Dom could really use some ammo. So, okay, so that ends Marcus's activation, and now it's the Locus. It is discard 1 ammo token from one of your weapons, and then remove any weapon markers on the map, then draw an AI card. So I'm going to discard a ammo token from my snub pistol because I have a hammer burst. I'm hopefully going to be okay with that. We draw another AI card, which is a wretch. If a cog is 4 or less, with 4 or less health is within 3 movement, 1, 2, 3, nope. Otherwise, move 2 areas towards the nearest cog that is not in cover. They are not in cover, so he's going to move 1, 2. And that's it. Now it's Dom's turn. Dom's going to draw 2 cards. And let's see. Let's, I don't know. Move up to 3 areas. 1, 2, 3, and perform 1 attack. Okay. Okay, let's try that. So we're going to do assault. We're going to move up to 3 areas and perform 1 attack. So we'll discard this. But before I do that, I want to discard another card to pick up 3 ammo. And I'll put 2 on my Nasher. Actually, no, I'll put them all on the Nasher shotgun because I have a feeling I'll be using that a lot. That then now completes that particular equipment drop. And Marcus is going to drop this card, his blind fire card, to move with Dom. So Dom is moving up 3 areas and performing an attack. 1, 2, 3. We're going to move right into the map exit where this drone is. I get to perform an attack. I am dropping an ammo token from my Nasher, and I am rolling 4 dice with his 1 defense. And that's pretty good. I have enough hits. He blocked 1, he takes 3. That's enough. He's dead, and he drops anything. Oh yeah, he dropped a hammer burst. Great. Okay. Okay, so because of that attack, Berserker moves in one area closer. And that was the end of Dom's activation. So now it is Locus. It's the Berserker. If all cog figures are in cover, they are not. Move the Berserker one area towards the nearest cog figure not in cover. The Berserker then attacks each figure in its own area. So he's going to move into this area. No one's in there, so it's okay. Back to Marcus. He draws 2 cards. So he can't really do much right now. And we'll do this. We're going to do this one. We're going to do Sit Tight. Choose a cog figure in your area to draw 2 order cards. And then move 1 Locus figure 1 area towards you. Skip your Locus Activation step this turn. That's not bad. So let's do that. And I'm going to drop another order card to pick up this Hammer Burst. I already have a Hammer Burst, which means that I will be picking up 2 ammo tokens for my Hammer Burst. And then I choose a cog figure in my area to draw 2 cards. I think Dom will be next, so Marcus will draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and we will move 1 Locus closer to me. Let's move the Berserker. Actually, let's move the Wretch. Let's move the Wretch 1 area closer. So he's in there with the Berserker. Okay. Locus AI. Each drone, Boomer, Cantus, and Theron Guard attacks cog within 3 range. There are none. Then the other Locus that did not attack moves 2 areas towards the nearest cog and then attacks the cog figure in its area. So the Wretch will move 1, 2, and the Berserker will move 1, 2. No one in their area, nobody to attack. It is now Dom's turn. Dom draws 2. Okay, we're gonna drop a card. We're gonna drop my advanced card to do just an attack. I'm gonna drop 1 ammo token from my snub pistol for 3 against the Wretch. I don't know if I'm going to do much damage here, but let's see. I deal 4 wounds, and he stops 3 of them, so he takes 1, which means that he is now wounded. The Berserker is going to move in 1 area. And that's that. It is now Locus Activation. There are no drones. We draw another AI card. There are no drones. Draw another AI card. There is a Wretch. If a cog figure is within 2 movement, and there is, move into his area and then attack him. So he's going to move into the area. So he'll move 1, 2 into the area, and he's going to attack one of our cogs, but what we'll do is we will discard. Marcus is going to go ahead and drop his guard, or drop a card for his guard. And I think we will attack with our Hammer Burst, and we will drop 1 ammo token. I know it's probably unnecessary, but I want to guarantee it, and we do. So that's a guaranteed hit. The Wretch is dead, and the Berserker now moves into this area, which unlocks the 2nd level. So what we'll do is I'll reset up the map. Sorry, you can't see that, they're up there. We'll reset the map, or not reset, but we'll shift the map around, and that way I can show you the next level. But basically what's going to happen next is we still have to resolve the Locus Activation, and then we'll move into Marcus's turn. So what we do is, as soon as we do that, we'll flip this, and we've got a little description here. Unlock the level 2 location and explore it, then proceed to the next stage. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let me get that set up. Okay, so I have opened up level number 2. I took the respective map tile cards, shuffled them, drew them out randomly, and laid out the map tiles for the second level. And as you can see, we have 2 tiles that do have a special equipment or a special marker for activation. And one of them is for additional ammo, the other one is for an additional grenade token. You'll notice that this particular map tile, this arrow is supposed to line up with the map exit here. The tile exit here. But I think there's a rule in the rule book that says if you end up having this kind of situation where the arrow cannot be here, you're supposed to just reshuffle and redraw the map tile so that they come out. But that's not a big deal for me. Basically, once our figures here have moved in this vicinity, I can actually remove this and shuffle this in the correct position. So this is just for if you're basically leaving out all the tiles and you have a table space that large, then you would follow the rules in the book. But I am taking out the tiles that I don't need just to keep the view simple, and I don't have that much table space. Okay, so correction on my last comment. What's happening now is Marcus dropped his order card for a guard reaction on the activation of the Locus, and now we are moving into the next turn, which would be Marcus's turn. So Marcus is going to draw 2 cards. And what we'll do is, let's see here, we're going to, oh, I like that. Well, let's 1, 2, and deal a wound. No, we're going to do this one. Explore. Move up to 4 areas. You do not need to discard a card from your hand to pick up a drop weapon or activate the area's equipment this turn, which is good, so you can pick up some ammo. So we're going to do that, and Dom is going to drop Blind Fire to follow him. So we're going to move right here. We'll have Marcus in cover, Dom on the outside. Because Marcus used the Explorer, he does not have to drop another order card to activate this, so we get to take 3 ammo tokens, and we will distribute it amongst our weapons. And that ends his turn. So now it is Locus Activation. It is a Wretch. If unwounded, there's 1 Wretch on the board. If unwounded, move 3 areas towards the nearest cog figure, then attack the cog figure in the area that is not in cover if you're able to. So move 3 areas, 1, 2, 3. No one in the area. That's done. So now it is Dom's turn. Dom's going to draw 2 cards. Let's okay, let's do this one. We're going to move up to 3 areas, perform 1 attack against a figure with +1 attack die, and Marcus will discard this one to follow. He'll discard Pummel to follow. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to do the attack on the drone with +1 attack die. Let's go with our Nash's shotgun. I'm not going to discard an ammo token because I already get +1. He's in cover, but because I'm in the same area, he doesn't benefit from the additional dice. So what we'll do is we will roll. And let's see, what do we got here? We have double the amount on each dice, 2, 4. He blocks 2, he takes 2. That's not enough because he has a threshold of 3. So he's wounded, and now his threshold is 1. And that ends Dom's turn, and we will now draw a Locus Activation card. The Locus Activation card is drone, cog figure within 2 range, definitely. Otherwise, move 2 areas towards the nearest cog figure. Okay, so this cog figure is already in the area, and what we'll do is we'll have Marcus drop this card for a guard. We're going to use our hammer burst for 4 against 1, and that's more than enough, so he is dead, and he drops nothing. And this one will move 2 areas, 1, 2. And this one will move in 2 areas, right? Within 2 range, yeah. 1, 2. There we go. Now it's Marcus's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think we want to. So because of that last attack, the Berserker moves in 1. And I think okay, we're going to do this one, which is perform 1 attack, move up to 3 areas, and we will discard 1 ammo token from our hammer burst. That's 4. We are attacking that drone that's up there, so he has elevation, and he's in partial cover, so he gets 2. And oh, perfect. I hit all 3. He's dead, and he drops nothing. And before I move, I'm going to drop another order card so that I can pick up a grenade token. So I will discard this card. I'll discard ambush, and I pick up 1 grenade token, so now Marcus has 2. Now he gets to move. Before he moves, Dom will drop this order card to follow him, and we're moving 3 areas, 1, 2, and 3. So we'll put Marcus in cover. After that attack, Berserker moves in, and now we draw the Locus Activation. Locus Activation is an event. Each Locus that has 4 or more movement away from the nearest cog figure moves 3 areas towards him, then draw a new AI card, 4 or more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it moves 3 areas, 1, 2, 3. And now draw a new AI card. New AI card is the Berserker. If all cog figures are in cover, they're not. Otherwise, move the Berserker 1 area towards the nearest cog figure not in cover. That would be Dom, so he's going to move up here. Then he'll attack in his area. There's no one in his area, so nothing happens. And now it's Dom's turn. Dom draws 2. Let's I think we'll do this one. We'll move 1 area. We're doing dig in. Move 1 area and go. He'll move into cover. I think Marcus should follow. So Marcus is going to play this to follow. So Dom's going to move here. We'll put him in cover. Marcus is going to follow. That's 1 area. Each cog figure in cover may then draw 1 order card. So Dom draws an order card because he's in cover. And for the next activation, Locus Activation, both of them get +1 defense dice. Locus activates. It is a drone if a cog is within line of sight. So this guy, so technically this has been moved. Everyone's moved out of here, and I don't think anything's going to happen. So I'm just going to shift this over here so it's proper. And technically this tile should be a little bit higher. And you know what? Just for the sake of the camera, I'm going to move all this down so you guys can see it. There we go. All right. So this drone technically has line of sight because, oh no, he's in cover, so he doesn't. It goes through the wall, so he doesn't. So instead, he will move 3 areas, 1, 2, 3, towards the nearest cog figure, and that's it. All right, so we're gonna just shift this over so you guys can see. And now it's Marcus's turn. He draws 2 cards. And oh. Well, this is unfortunate because Dom cannot move. All right, we're just gonna do this one. Should we move up 5 areas? The problem is I don't have a follow card from Dom, so I don't want to leave him in the open there. Okay, let's do this one. Choose a cog figure in your area to draw 2 order cards, and I choose Marcus to do that. 1, 2. Move 1 locus, 1 figure. Move 1 locus figure 1 area towards you. Skip your locus activation. So we're going to move the wretch closer, and that's it. So now we skip our activation. Dom's going to draw 2 cards because it's his turn. He actually just draws 1 because he has full hand size here. And I think we're just going to discard. We're going to discard a card. We're going to discard our charge card to move 2 areas. And Marcus will discard dig in so that he is able to follow. So 2 areas would put Dom 1, 2, and Marcus will be right here. Okay, Locus Activation. It's a general. Discard 1 ammo token from one of your weapons. We'll do the snub pistol. We'll discard. Then remove all drop weapon markers. There are none. We draw a new AI card, which is now the drone. If a drone is within 1 range, and it's not, otherwise move 1 area towards the nearest cog figure, then attack the nearest cog within line of sight. And from his marker, he does have line of sight to Dom and to Marcus. And I think what we'll do is he's going to attack, but before he attacks, Marcus is going to drop this card. I'm going to drop or use 1 ammo token for my hammer burst. I'm going to fire with 4. The drone is in full cover. And, oh, this is a good one. We got 2, because the omen is 2 wounds if the target's not in your area. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And he blocked 2. So 1, 2, 3. That's enough. So he's done. And he doesn't drop anything. And the Berserker moves in 1 area. And that's it. It's Marcus's turn. He draws 2 cards. And we're going to discard. No, let's do the other way around. Can we perform 1 attack? We want to draw. If you spent an ammo token, we don't want to spend 1. Okay, let's do this. We're going to do advance, perform 1 attack, move up to 3 areas. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our snub pistol, but we're not going to spend any ammo. Marcus has line of sight of the Berserker. Now, this doesn't do anything, so I don't need to roll because what we're doing is we're just trying to create some noise. So boom, 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 makes the attack. Berserker moves in 1 space. Now Marcus is going to move 3 areas, which he's going to move in here. Dom will discard an order card, which is to follow. So they're going to move in here. And that's that. So now it is Locus Activation. Each locus that is 5 or more movement away moves in until it is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this wretch is going to move in here. Then draw a new AI card. The new AI card is the Berserker. If all cog figures are 3 or more movement away, 1, 2, 3, yep, move 2 areas towards the nearest cog figure, 1, 2. So it's right there, and that's it. Now it's Dom's turn. He draws 2, 1, 2. We cannot do an attack, so there's very little that we can do right now. So what we will attempt to do is we're going to try to... I'm going to do this one. Assault. Move up to 3 areas, perform 1 attack. So he's going to move here. We're going to take our chances. Boom, boom. We don't need to... We're going to attack the Berserker, but we don't need to roll dice because nothing happens. So he's going to move into 1 area. So Dom is going to take 1 for the team. We'll see what happens. And now we draw the Locus Activation. Oh, lucky. If a cog figure is in his area, it will attack the figure in his area. So Berserker is going to roll. Let me, sorry, you guys can't really see this out of. There we go. The Berserker is going to attack with 5 dice. Okay, so he gets the Omen, which means that if Dom is dealt any wounds, it'll be random. So we'll roll this one more time. I'll roll this dice for the 5th dice, and it gets 2. Okay, so that's 5 in total. Dom is going to discard this card to get 2 extra dice. Now he wasn't in cover because we moved him out because he had to shoot the Berserker here. So he's going to have 3 dice. And oh, he blocks at least 3. He takes 2, and it has to be random. So that means we'll drop this one and say this one. Okay, we drop these 2 order cards. He still has 2 cards left. We're okay. So now it is Marcus's turn. Marcus can draw 2 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's in cover. He can shoot the Berserker. He can make noise. And we'll just go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to perform 1 attack. I think I will use an ammo token because I want to trigger this ability, which means I can do another order card, and I want to do that. So I'm going to drop my 1 ammo from my snub pistol. It's not going to do anything, but it will move the Berserker into this area. Once he moves in, it now unlocks the last tile, which is a single tile. And what I'll do is I'll get that set up so that you can see what that looks like. Okay, so I've unlocked the 3rd level because on Marcus's turn, he was able to bring the Berserker into the exit of the 2nd level, which unlocked this last tile, and I've spawned the appropriate locus into this map. This map has a special equipment activation point, and this is where we can pick up the Hammer of Dawn. So Marcus's last card that he played, or his order card, was the active reload. He did use an ammo token from his snub pistol to draw in the Berserker, and because I used an ammo token, I get to resolve a 2nd order card, which will be... We will do this one. We're going to explore. We're going to move up to 4 areas. You do not need to discard a card from your hand to pick up a drop weapon or activate the area's equipment this turn. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to move all the way over here. And we're in cover, and we're able to pick up the Hammer of Dawn. The Hammer of Dawn, but because I have a Hammer Burst and Lancer Assault Rifle already, and the way I play it is I always have to have a sidearm. I can't discard my snub pistol for a primary weapon. So it's either snub pistol, Gorgon pistol, or the Boltok pistol with 2 other primary weapons. So I'm going to discard my Lancer Rifle because I have a little bit more ammo tokens on my hammer burst. I'll take the Hammer of Dawn. The Hammer of Dawn has no ammo on it to begin with. It's only until the end of the round, if you haven't used it to attack, that you gain an ammo. So basically you can use it every other turn, or every other turn for you. So I'm going to get that. And that ends Marcus's turn or activation, and now it's the Locus Activation. We get the Wretch. If a cog figure is within 2 movement, and it is, move into his area and then attack him, otherwise move 4 areas towards the nearest cog figure. So within 2 movement, that means all these wretches are going to be coming in. So that is going to suck. And when you do a guard reaction, you cannot use a grenade token as your attack, which really sucks because that would actually be very helpful right now. So there's a good chance Marcus is not going to do very well in this one. So we are going to, well, fortunately though, Dom will be activating next, so hopefully he'll be able to do something. So let's move this one into here. Once he moves in, let's go ahead and we're going to discard this card for Marcus to do a guard. And we're going to go ahead and try to chainsaw him. And we don't. Let's see. I missed them all. So no chainsaw. He's going to attack with the 2 attack dice to 1 defense. And takes 3, and that means Marcus loses all 3 of his order cards. He's not out yet, but then this wretch is going to move in here and going to attack. And oh, this is not good. So this one pulled the Omen +1, which does bring down Marcus, and at the same time spawns another wretch at the nearest emergence hole, which would be right here. Okay. And because they're down, that means 1, 2. That means these ones move in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So Dom has his hands full, and because of that guard reaction that Marcus did, the Berserker will move into here. Okay, so that ends the Locus Activation. It is now Dom's turn. He draws 2 cards. 1, 2. And we'll play this one. Move up to 3 areas, then perform 1 attack. So up to 3 areas, right? Let's go 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to drop a bomb grenade into this area. I mean, Marcus is already down, so it's not like it's going to hurt him. So we're going to discard a grenade token. And here we go. Okay, so that was, no, there's no emergence hole there. So it's 3. The first wretch blocks 1, takes 2, but he only has a health threshold of 2. And the other one blocks 2, so he's wounded. Okay. And that's it. And now the Berserker moves in 1. And Locus Activation. The Wretch, if unwounded, move 3 areas towards the nearest cog figure, then attack. So this one's going to move in here. He's going to attack. Before he attacks, Dom will drop his guard. We're going to use our Gnasher. We'll use an ammo token for our Gnasher. That's 4. To the Wretch is 1. And we do enough damage to take him down. And the Berserker moves in here. This Wretch is wounded, so he's going to move into the nearest cover space and heal. So he's going to move in here and he's going to heal. Then the 3 wretches that are over here will move 3 areas towards 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and here. Oh, actually, I misread that last one. Move 3 areas towards the nearest cog figure, then attack the cog figure in the area that is not in cover. So that last wretch that was here wouldn't have attacked Dom, but it's okay. I wanted him out anyways. So now it's Marcus's turn. Marcus is gonna slouch over into this space here. Help me, Dom. Help me, Dom. And then now it is the Locus Activation. It is the drone. There are no drones in play. Another one, no drones in play, and no drones in play, and no. Each drone, Boomer, Cantus, and Theron, oh, we're done. Then each Locust that did not attack moves 2 areas towards the nearest cog figure and then attacks the cog figure in his area. Well, this is just unfortunate. So we'll start with this wretch. This wretch is going to move in here. Dom has a guard. He's going to drop this guard, or drop this order card to perform the guard. He's going to do a chainsaw, and I get it. I get the omen. So this one is dead. The Berserker stays in the area, and now the Berserker is going to do his attack. And the Berserker gets 2 hits on me. I drop 2 order cards. I have 1 left. This wretch comes in. He's doing his attack. He gets 1. Dom now has no cards left. This wretch moves in, does his attack, does 1, and Dom is down. Yay! Okay. So there you go. Unfortunately, again, I was very close, got the Hammer of Dawn, but just couldn't pull it off. And the odds were stacked against me with all these wretches, and 1 or 2 wretches on their own is not too bad, but when they're in a whole swarm, there is no chance. So unfortunately, China Shop was a chop shop for Marcus and Dom, and they just couldn't get out there in time, and their window of opportunity to use the Hammer of Dawn had closed. So there you go. Thanks for joining me for this mission with Gears of War, the board game. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, stay bored.